Newsmax over from Fox, which even culminated into Newsmax overtaking Fox in the ratings for the first time, beating them by 26,000 viewers during a 7 p.m. slot earlier this month. And so, of course, Newsmax was happy to continue veering farther and farther to the right, saying whatever they wanted, whatever they wanted, until now. Because now, both Dominion and Smartmatic have demanded retractions from Newsmax, along with Fox, OAN, and Trump's lawyers, for pushing their baseless election fraud claims in deference to Trump. Smartmatic's CEO issued a statement saying, quote, "They have no evidence to support their attacks on Smartmatic because there is no evidence. This campaign was designed to defame Smartmatic and undermine legitimately conducted elections. Our efforts are more than just about Smartmatic or any other company. This campaign is an attack on election systems and election workers in an effort to depress confidence in future elections that potentially counter the will of the voters, not just here, but in democracies around the world." And it seems that these networks have finally started to take the hint, because here's the same retraction or clarification on Lou Dobbs' show on Fox.
Lots of opinions about the integrity of the election, the irregularities of mail-in voting, of election voting machines, and voting software. One of the companies is Smartmatic, and we reached out to one of the leading authorities on open source software for elections, Eddie Perez, for his insight and views. Eddie is the global director of tech development at the Open Source Election Technology Institute. We asked him for his assessment of Smartmatic and recent claims about the company.
Have you seen any evidence that Smartmatic software was used to flip votes anywhere in the U.S. in this election?
I have not seen any evidence that Smartmatic software was used to delete, change, alter anything related to vote tabulation.
Smartmatic says that software was never used outside of LA County in 2020. Do you know whether or not that's true?
That is my understanding. Smartmatic functioned as the contract manufacturer for the Los Angeles County voting system, and that was a customized system that was effectively built to the county. I am not aware of them having any other direct customers' relationships with election officials in the United States.
On Maria Bartiromo's show on Fox.
Welcome back. In our weeks-long look into election integrity, we have heard concerns about both voting machines and voting software, specifically a software company called Smartmatic. This week, we reached out to Eddie Perez for insight. He is the global director of tech development at the Open Source Election Technology Institute. His team develops open source software for elections. We asked him what he knew about Smartmatic and the claims some have made about that company.
Have you seen any evidence that Smartmatic software was used to flip votes anywhere in the U.S. in this election?
I have not seen any evidence that Smartmatic software was used to delete, change, alter anything related to vote tabulation.
And the reason they're taking these legal threats seriously is that these networks know that they were lying. They know that they can't stand behind their reporting because none of it is true. It's just a desperate performance for Trump so they can curry favor with him. That's it. There were no facts, no investigations, no journalistic integrity. They were just doing Trump's bidding because they were looking for him to send viewers their way. It is the rock bottom of news, all in service of a sore loser. In fact, the only network that hasn't changed this tune is OAN.
Well, how I would look at the 2020 voting experience for the average American is this. We all went in and voted on using hard